If you haven't used freeze-dried strawberry powder yet, my delicious gluten-free strawberry frosted cookie recipe is for you. Strawberry powder is made from fresh strawberries which have been freeze-dried, which means you can enjoy real strawberries any time of year. The powder form brings incredible strawberry flavor without too much liquid. I'm using it in these soft and chewy sugar cookies and sweet and tangy buttercream frosting. To make our sugar cookie dough, we're going to start by creaming together our butter with our sweeteners. We're going to start with a half a cup of soft butter, a half a cup of organic cane sugar, a half a cup of maple syrup, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then I'll mix these together until they're well combined. Now for our dry ingredients, we're adding 3 1/3 cups of almond flour, half a cup of tapioca flour, 3 tablespoons of our beautiful freeze-dried strawberry powder, which is also going to add a really beautiful color to the dough. And then I'm adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon salt. And then we'll just mix these together until we have a nice soft cookie dough. Well, that looks beautiful and I can already smell the strawberries. Next, we can scoop out our cookies. And I really like to use a piece of parchment paper on my cookie sheet because it makes it really easy for getting the cookies on and off of the sheet. And then I'm just going to use my medium-sized cookie scoop and drop the dough right onto my pan. Now these cookies will spread, so you'll want to give at least a cookie's worth of distance in between them. Now you get to decide how you want to shape your cookies. You can just have them as a nice circular shape, or you can shape them into a strawberry. A great hack for shaping the dough is to take a little bowl of water and then to dip your fingertips in it. And then you just go to the cookie and gently start pressing it down and shaping it into a nice circle. And the water on your fingertips keeps the dough from sticking. And then if you want this to become a strawberry shape, you start to flatten the top edge, and then you start to elongate the bottom corner, and then you spread the sides out. So it has kind of a triangular shape to it, but with some really soft rounded corners. And you can exaggerate the shape because as it bakes, it's going to become a little bit rounder. Now that all of our cookies have been smoothed and shaped into little strawberries, this can go into a 350-degree oven for about 16 minutes, or until the sides of the cookie are just starting to brown, which is a little bit longer than most cookies, but the extra moisture from the strawberry powder requires a slightly longer cooking time. While the cookies are baking, we'll make our strawberry buttercream frosting. We're going to start with a half a cup of soft butter, 2 tablespoons of our strawberry powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon of lemon juice, and 2 tablespoons of milk, and I'm using almond milk. And then you have the option of adding some red food coloring if you'd like it to be a little bit more strawberry-like in color. I'm going to go ahead and squirt in a little bit of my red food color gel. You can add as much or as little as you like. And then we'll go ahead and cream these together until it's nice and smooth. And this helps to spread the food coloring before we add in our powdered sugar. So next I'm going to add 2 cups of organic powdered sugar. And then we'll mix these together until well combined. Well, that looks and smells fantastic, and I think it needs a quality control pinky test. That has the perfect amount of strawberry flavor, and I cannot wait to try this on top of a cookie. Well, the cookies just came out of the oven. You can see that they were just starting to turn brown around the edges. Now, a really great hack to make sure they get that strawberry shape is while they've just come out of the oven and they're still warm, you can go in with your hands and just kind of press them in a little bit if they spread out a little more than you wanted them to. And they're not too hot if you move real quick. These actually look pretty good. And then we'll want to let these cool in the pan for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm going to move them off onto the cooling rack, and then we want to let them cool completely before we frost them. Now that our cookies are cooled, we can go ahead and frost and decorate them. You can pipe on your frosting or just scoop and spread it on with a spatula. So I'm just going to take a nice little plop here of some of this beautiful strawberry flavored frosting and spread it around. And if you work from the inside towards the out, then you can give yourself a nice smooth edge all the way around your strawberry. You can go back and make sure your frosting got pushed all the way to the outer edge, and then smooth it in the middle, and then take the spatula off the bottom to give a cute little point. And then to enhance that strawberry color, as well as the little seeds that are in strawberries, I just have these little sprinkles. These are a little on the larger side, so I'm going to go ahead and just place them each by hand a little more intentionally. If I was using smaller sprinkles, I would probably just let them fall down haphazardly. And then as a little finishing touch on the top, I'm gonna take some mint leaves and just poke them right in to give us a beautiful color as well as an organic accent that makes it look just like an adorable strawberry. Now, I've decided that this cookie isn't quite as large as the rest, which means it's going to be my sample cookie. So I'm gonna add on some frosting, make sure I have a sprinkle or two, and then enjoy my sample. That is so delicious. You do not expect to get so much vibrant strawberry flavor. As soon as you bite in, you get that really soft but chewy texture of the cookie, and then you just get that strawberry that goes all the way through the cookie as well as the frosting. And the frosting adds just amount of sweetness without being overpowering. And then if you do add sprinkles, they give it a really fun, crunchy texture. As you can see, these are so easy and fun to make, and I love knowing I'm eating something with clean, natural ingredients, which for me means I'm gonna feel just as good even after I eat it. Now, of course, this is a treat, so it needs to be eaten in moderation. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today in my kitchen, and I've included a link to the full recipe, and it's in the video description below, which takes you to my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone else who you think would love this recipe, please share this video with them. And I cannot wait to have you hang out with me again in my kitchen.